It's
I'm rusty, man.
Countdown.
You know, every time we can't do that. You know why? Because wrestling fans read into everything, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, is this their last show? Oh my god, what are they trying to
Yes, it
say?"
is our final show.
They're dying. It's our final
It's
show.
it's our final show of November 21st,
Yes,
2019.
but it's also our final show before episode 52, which makes this episode 51. So welcome back, everybody, to the Backstage Boys podcast, episode number 51, inching closer and closer and closer to 52. This is Trent Law, my co-host,
Basil.
and we are back here to talk about all sorts of stuff. We got a big variety of stuff. We got it with guys, but with less racism than Jim Cornette commentary. We are here to talk about.
Oh, we're talking about that today.
Are we
Thank
gonna
you
talk
for
about
reminding me. I completely forgot.
But
and
we're not gonna have racism.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that today.
We're two
That's-
brown guys. We can be
that gives
racist
us
to our own
complete
people.
right to talk about this shit.
It's what you want. We can start off hot. We can talk with that. Like I was actually talking to. Do you remember Mike Bradley? He was a guy on the scene in Chicago. He was training, worked for our pro for a little bit, and big dude, big brother. You remember
Sure.
Mike Bradley?
Sure.
All right. So Mike Bradley, a good dear friend of mine, moved away. He is my big black brother, and I go to him for these kind of. I'm like, Mike Bradley. I said, brother Bradley, what is the reaction on your end of all this? And honestly, he didn't care. He was like, whatever, man. I just take it, take it in stride. Just kind of do my thing, man. Don't matter. Like, he's just like, I don't even give a shit. I don't give a shit about this stuff. I don't get too involved. He's like, I didn't really get as outraged as everybody else. But because he's a very socially conscious guy, but he's like, I didn't really get too involved. So I was like, it's interesting because the brother didn't, my black brother didn't care as much as some other people did, which I thought was interesting. I personally found it to be a very distasteful joke, and I'm the least PC guy ever.
I find it very distasteful from a very distasteful person.
That's the thing too.
It's not like it was like an accident. It's not like this was, it's a one-time thing. We get it. It's people make mistakes. We get that. But Jim Cornette is a fucking cancer to wrestling. And if we lose viewers over this, let it be. I don't give a fuck. Because Jim Cornette is a fucking cancer. He has no redeeming value. And he hates wrestling. I don't give a fuck what you say if you think he's just old school, blah, blah, blah. He's how the 80s is. If you want 80s wrestling, watch the network. Go watch your old VHS tapes. I don't give a fuck. But
here's my thing, man. I think the guy, he's extremely knowledgeable of the history. He gets psychology, and he's one of the best in his game as a manager. But his like odd negativity, like you know me, I'm very open about it. I'm not a big fan of Joey Ryan. I'm not a big fan of the gimmick, and I'm not a big fan of the AEW stuff, like the goofy indie stuff. That's not me either. But I'm not like, he wishes like death on people, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, you're going to this level where you're like, I hope they die. I'm like, what? Like, he is the epitome of a guy who online, like an online troll who says things who won't say it to your face. He'll say it, and then he knows he's not going to have to pay for it right then and there. It's so weird to me. Like, he's a grown man. He's 60 years old.
Yep.
So, like, I don't know, man. I lost it for him when he took like he was a big part of starting this lynch mob against Vince Russo, right? And a couple years ago, he started this whole thing about, like, he literally threatened Vince Russo's life and said, I'm going to come find you and your wife, and I'm going to hurt you and this and that. And like, dude, because they lived like near each other at one point. And dude, like, he literally is threatening a man's life and the life of his wife over professional fucking wrestling. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? And then it's so weird, dude. Like, I love his history, his knowledge. I have a few of his books even. I've met the guy. Like, it's just so crazy to me that a 60-year-old man goes to that length with shit. Like, you could be such an asset and you focus on this hate. But Basil, let me ask you a question. You, in the age of like getting over and like keeping buzz, especially online, like, do you think a lot of it is just like, it gets people talking? His controversial shit, people talk, and it keeps his name on people's mouths. The fucker was trending worldwide. because of this nonsense.
If that's what you guys, if that's what the old school fans praise about, that's how you want to get trending worldwide, then
Because
I don't want to be associated with you.
He had
Because
people like defending him, and I'm like, what?
yeah, you know what? I mean, the thing is, if you don't like something in wrestling, then don't watch it. There is so many options. There's wrestling literally on every single day of the week
It's true.
between WWE, AEW, Impact, even IWTV has Beyond Wrestling's Uncharted Territory that's live on Thursdays.
Yeah.
You literally can get your fill in every single day of the week to watch wrestling. If there's something that you don't like,
yeah,
then just don't watch it. I stopped watching WWE a few months ago,
and you're like,
but
you're good.
Have you heard me talk shit about it? Like, if anything, I actually point out the stuff that actually catches my attention, and that I say, "Oh,
exactly.
This was cool. That was cool," but I don't trust the product to invest back into it again. But it's okay because a lot of other people do enjoy it, and that's fine.
Exactly. Look, I say this too. You don't have to like everything. I also welcome critiques. You can critique it, and you have an opinion. I respect people who have an opinion, but man, to like when you go to the point where you're like wishing death on people and wishing the worst things to happen to them and this and that, like this is different than the commentary flub, but that's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, what, you're going too far. Like I said, I grew up a very big Jim Cornette fan. I loved his stuff. I love his history, his knowledge. I admire it, but man, like, I don't know, dude. Like, to me, it's like the constant.
Didn't I call it when he first came back to? I guess technically they were TNA at the time. When he came back, when it was like that transition between TNA and Impact and GFW and all that shit.
Like the Jarrett reboot.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was trash.
Jarrett fucking whatever, Team Jarrett.
And I was like getting back into it. This is like when I was kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I was down on TNA Impact at that time.
It was a rough year. Was it 2017? 16, 17. Yeah.
16.
16, yeah.
I mean, you know, honestly, it was after the Hogan regime. I was watching very little. Like, I was just keeping track of EC3. That and AJ, and then when AJ left, it was just EC3 I was keeping track of. And I said, and then I saw Cornette, and I remember texting you about it. I was like, I wonder how long this is gonna last, and I wonder when he's gonna start trashing the company. Happened what, 2 months later?
Dude,
and then he goes, and then he's gone for a little while. Then he comes back. He's trashing WWE during this entire time. Goes to the Hall of Fame. He gets a check. He doesn't say anything bad about WWE.
I know.
Then he gets signed to MLW. I'm like, oh, I wonder how long. I'm like, I give this 6 months. How long? Well, did
first
that
started trashing WWE again. Remember,
after
the rest that was all over.
Of course he did. And then he signed to MLW. I don't know. I don't pay attention to him. Like, literally everybody else brings me Jim Cornette shit to I have him blocked on Twitter because I don't want to even see anything he says on my feed.
I really
I don't have him muted. I have him blocked because I don't have time for that negativity on my feed.
I just think a lot of it is he tries to play the buzz, you know, because look, I'll fully admit there's like certain rants that he's gone on that I listen to. I'm like, oh shit, it's awesome. Like, he's fucking ripping this motherfucker apart. But like, then there's times where it goes too far, and where like when you wish death on people, when you wish harm on their families, and this joke, like this particular quote unquote joke, was so odd to me. Like I said, I'm not PC at all. I don't give a fuck. I can take race jokes. I joke about it. I grew up in a different time like that, and that's fine. But to me, it was like, hey, here's what I've been saying to people, and tell me if you agree with this. If it was already an outdated joke because of the Ethiopia famine aspect, right? Because there was a clip of how he used the same joke in '94 on Superstars once. But if it was any other fucking food, I bet people could have like let it go way quicker after it happened. But to say fried chicken, Ethiopia, which is a black country. It's like that's a social consciousness involved.
But Jim Cornette's from the South, and
So
they eat
dumb.
fried chicken in the South, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
I didn't get that argument. I'm like, they also eat fucking chitlins. I mean, what the hell are you saying? Like, what the fuck? They eat Chick-fil-A too. He could have said Chick-fil-A. You know, what the fuck?
It's still chicken.
I know.
It's still fried chicken. But like, but regardless, like, he is a fucking cancer. He hates everything. He gets fired from every company. Like, he left MLW.
It's something to say when you get let go from everywhere you work. There's something odd about that.
Yeah, because you're not a good person.
And it's like it's such a shame because the guy.
It's so easy to see that he's not a good person.
No, he's definitely not a good person. It's such a shame because like his knowledge of the business is unfucking canny. Like I've heard him, I've read his books. This guy, his history of the business is unreal. You could be such a value. Like, don't fucking. Who cares about the stuff you don't like? I am 200% guilty of enjoying rants he's had on people, but there was a certain point where I was like, man, dude, like you keep fixating on it, like like say it and move on, like the fix. And then what gets me is the lynch mob. His followers are literally like a cult. He calls them the cult of Cornette, and they get this culty attitude where they go out and they kind of do the bidding online, and then they attack certain people. They attack Russo. They attack Joey Ryan. They attack this guy. It's like, why do you people just go in this cult mentality of hate? Gives a fuck. This is a make believe business. Like, enjoy the fucking ride, whatever. Oh, like when you get to threatening people's lives, then you've lost it, man. Then you've lost what this business is even. God, it's like some of that stuff is so weird to me. It's so weird. I don't know.
I'm just enjoying my life.
Yeah, and you had something to enjoy this week. Let's talk about that. Let's move on.
Did I do something this week?
You did something. I think you're pretty proud. We can't talk too much details. We're gonna overview this, but go ahead and tell people, Basil, where you were this week.
Oh yeah, I worked for this new upstart in Indianapolis yesterday, called All Elite Wrestling, AEW.
All Elite Wrestling. Oh, who tell you just a little background on these guys. Never heard of them.
My boss is Tony Khan.
Tony Khan. Oh, that's one of them.
Cody
that's a brown
Rhodes.
Guy. It sounds like a brown guy to me.
Nick and Matt Jackson and Kenny Omega.
Oh, interesting. Sounds like a very eclectic group of people there.
Very eclectic group.
Very nice. So okay, let's
no.
But
no, this
AEW.
is the second time. This is the second time I've officially worked with them directly, not in a I don't know what's the word that I'm trying to say, like
you're an independent contractor, bro. Come on,
yeah,
so we all are.
No, but like I've done some other stuff with them throughout the year that was like kind of independent that they asked me to do and stuff like that. So I've been building up a nice rapport with them, and it was, like I said, I worked all out, and then I did this yesterday, and then I still have 2 more weeks with them, and it was fantastic. I did a mix between photos, videos, just social media work, everything, and then it was just very great. I had my boy Nate with me, as we all know, referee Nate Speckman.
He's not just your boy; he's ours.
He's our boy. He's our boy.
ZMT, baby. ZMT. Come on.
He's ZMT.
He's referee Nate Speckman. He's gonna be the next goddamn Tommy Young, bro. Come on. That's our boy.
He got to be the timekeeper for AEW Dynamite yesterday.
Was he on TV? Could you see him? He was on TV?
Yeah, I'm sure he was on TV. I mean, I didn't. The thing is, with a live show, I've never done a live show backstage. The only live shows I've done is me ringside. So
and pay-per-view for Impact, right? You never done live TV.
Impact and when I do like Impact and Twitch and Impact Plus and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Those are live, but those are those don't feel any different. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's still wrestling in the ring. Like, regardless if it's taped or not, it just feels like a normal show.
Yeah.
So,
Very
but
cool.
working backstage live is completely chaotic because you're under time cues. You have to get certain things up. I mean, I was recording promos, editing them, exporting them, getting them uploaded within a few minutes of recording them. So, and we had to get them up at certain times. We had deadlines and stuff like that to do with them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a very chaotic scene. I don't get to watch the show as I normally would if I were ringside. But there was 4 matches I got to watch. I got to watch all of AEW Dark because I was in hard camera position recording
Hmm.
video. And then the Nick Jackson Ray Phoenix match I shot hard camera photos for. And then the other hour and 40 minutes I was recording promos, and there was before the show as well. I recorded some promos as well. So
In a way, you're doing stuff you were doing at AAW early on too, the promos and the video
yeah,
and stuff
it was
before
it was
before
very
Rob came around.
yeah, it was very early. It was the only reason I stopped doing videos because I was required to do photos as well. I'm like, I can't do both. Like, it's too much to do both.
Yeah, no doubt. Who and the
So
ringside guy is who now? Speedy?
Lee South.
Lee South is the ringside. Lee
South
South is
He is their promo photographer.
gotcha. Very cool, man. Very cool. I mean, you have some involvement. This was a definitely one on your list to be a part of. You've been doing projects with them throughout the year. We did some stuff at AAW with these guys. So I mean, and you know a lot of the roster through coming through AAW and other indies. So it's exciting, man. So 2 more weeks, right? 2 more weeks of this.
2 more weeks of this,
What are the other
and
two shows? Tell people where they can, if they're in the show, come see you.
this small town called Chicago.
That's the next
Um,
one, Chicago.
yeah, it's Sears Center and Hoffman Estates technically.
Now, why are they
Um,
going back so early to the Sears Center? I mean, they were just here.
because they are doing a Midwest tour, and it just if you're in the Midwest, like to not hit Chicago just seems irresponsible in
But
my
you also got to be
opinion.
careful and not burn a town out too. I mean,
Yeah, but it's
yeah.
but Chicago is the original AEW town.
It's
This
the
is
first. Yeah, that's why they kicked off in a way.
all in was here, all out was here, and now we got a Dynamite. So this is the original town of it's good to know that like even though we're not the first official AEW event, I mean I consider All In the first AEW event. Even
Yeah, I
though
would
it's
say.
under the ROH banner and stuff like that,
Yeah,
it's still that was the metamorphosis of AEW.
yeah, no, for sure, for sure.
So,
Well, yeah, it's Buck, man. So yeah, 2 more weeks of this. That's interesting. Like, the next one's at home, so you'll be home early at that one.
oh, dude,
Yeah,
yeah. So yesterday my day started at 6 in the morning, and then went to go pick up Nate in the city, and then drove to Indianapolis. I
man.
actually realized I forgot my monopod about an hour into the drive, and I go, son of a bitch.
But there's
I
other
forgot a
photogs there, right?
$300 equipment. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. So I just go on Best Buy, and I'm just like, I just need a monopod. I don't care what it is. I actually found this like $14 monopod at
What is
Best
a
Buy,
monopod? I have no idea what a monopod
and
is.
I was like, is there a Best Buy on the way? There was like one 15 minutes out of the way. I was like, perfect.
Wait,
So
what's
we
a
go
monopod?
there, pick it up. We go to a gas station, make a quick trip, and it worked out well for me.
Basil, can you hear
Huh?
me? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yo, what is going on?
Monopod. Yeah, yeah. Hold on.
You,
It's saying poor connection for some reason.
I'm good, man.
Skype is not doing well for me today.
Can you hear me now?
Uh, I can hear you.
All
A
right. So what's a
monopod.
monopod?
So like tripod, three
Yes.
legs. Monopod is one
Oh,
leg. It's a
duh.
single. It's a single. It's a single leg. You use it mainly when you're doing video, um, because you have to turn it around and stuff with like a tripod. You're pretty stationary.
That was such an easy answer, and I'm like, what's a monopod? Like tripod, monopod. Is there a duopod? Is there a two-legger?
That would be stupid.
Why not?
Yeah. Because what use would you have for two legs that you couldn't do with a tripod or a monopod?
I walk with two legs.
Do you walk with a camera?
My eyes. Okay, anyway, this is getting ridiculous. All right, so you bought a monopod for 14.
So I bought a monopod for like $14, and I was like,
why was your other one $300?
Because it's a very, very good monopod that I can do a lot more than I did with that $13 monopod.
Is it a newer monopod? Newer brand?
No, it's a Manfrotto. It's like Manfrotto is the Rolls Royce of photography equipment.
Shit. All right. Good to know.
Yeah, I love that monopod, and I've used it multiple times at multiple different promotions. It's usually my main monopod that I use for hard camera, because it has, with a monopod, like the cheap monopod I had, it's literally just a stick. I screw it under my camera, and that's it. This monopod has actually like feet at the bottom that makes it's like a tri-feet at the bottom for extra stabilization. The head is like fluid, so I can move it up and down. I get more angles and stuff like that with it, and I have better stabilization because it's heavier.
Gotcha.
And I trust $4,000 worth of equipment on top of it, as opposed to this $14 piece of plastic that I bought basically yesterday.
Jesus.
But yeah, next week I will make sure not to make that same mistake.
Your camera is $4,000?
Yeah, between the lens and the body. And that's just that's the low end of it. It's with extra batteries and memory cards and the battery grip, we're going up into the 5 range.
Holy shit, that's a lot. Investing in yourself, sir. Good for you.
That's what I've been doing this year. Everything this year has been all investing in my career, and I like to think that it's been paying off for me. So,
would you say you've gone all in on your career this year?
I've gone all out of my wallet.
That's for sure. Fuck. He's eating ramen noodles 3 times a day, folks, but he's got a beautiful camera.
Basically. No, I've actually changed my lifestyle a lot to afford the equipment that I have. I don't go out pretty much right now.
Well, it's because you lost.
I eat a lot from home. It's just a lot of changes I had to make to sacrifice so I can do this.
Damn, man.
And I don't regret it.
Oh, good. It all pays off. I feel like you've already.
Because I what?
I said it pays off, man. It pays off, and I feel like you've gotten to a good point already.
Oh man, it cut out again.
Terrible.
This is a horrible show.
What the hell? At least it's not 52.
I have no idea why the Wi-Fi is so bad today. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can totally hear you.
Oh, I'm hearing you again.
Oh, very nice. What the hell's wrong with your Wi-Fi? Why is it so shitty? Oh, dude, what are you doing to me? While Basil is trying to figure out his Wi-Fi, we're going to talk about...
No, dude, I hear you.
Oh, okay, well, here he is. Dude, you skimmed so much on other shit to buy your camera stuff, you skimmed on your fucking Wi-Fi because your connection sucks.
No, dude, my Wi-Fi, I've never had an issue with my Wi-Fi like this before.
I hear the glitches.
Ever.
So can the listeners, Basil. This is crazy.
Yeah. It's okay.
All right, fine. Well, let's try. It's a good time to transition into something else. That's the good setup. So we're gonna talk. I'm gonna be out of the country, Basil. I'm gonna miss Unstoppable, which is a bummer because I haven't missed an AEW show in a while, and this has been after a long break. I'm gonna miss an AEW show, but I will be out of the country. I'll be gone, so I'll miss Unstoppable, and but you'll be there. Rob's also missing it too. No Rob either. So
you're
two producers out of the house, man. It sucks. I know. It's a bummer. It's gonna be you guys, but
that's interesting.
Gonna be core group, man. Mike's gonna be back and behind the camera. Keith producing. Brian will be there. Tony. Kumar will be doing social media. Good old Kumar's will be the fixture on the scene. If you've ever seen a front row in Chicago, Kumar's sitting in it, right?
Yep.
Usually.
Usually.
But so you guys are missing a couple folks, but let's just talk about the matches. 7 signed as of today. We wanted to at least get them out there because when I get back in the country, we'll break this one down. I want to hear what happened. You'd also have done 2 more AEWs at that point, so we'll go ahead and break everything down. But Basil, let's talk about 7 matches we got. What do you say?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
All right, big one. Well, let's see. We got 7.
Let's start at the bottom of the card. Let's work our way up.
I don't want to call Joey Lynch a bottom, but Joey
Lynch
not
versus bottom.
Travis
No, but
Titan.
you know what I mean.
How about this? The bottom of the artwork.
Bottom of the artwork. I mean, look, okay, this match has the least amount of storyline and the least amount of build. I mean, it's realistic. I mean, it's just what happened. But I don't consider Joey Lynch bottom of anything. He is the most handsome man in professional wrestling.
I tell you what, this match is the epitome of we're new faces in AEW. Joey Lynch is what, 3rd, 4th appearance right here. Travis Titan's 2nd. These are young guys looking to make it, and AEW is going to feature them like we've done so many times. Look at half the goddamn rosters on TV. Those are all AEW faces. So these are 2 more you're going to probably see on TV at some point. But Joey Lynch, Travis Titan, I'm looking forward to that one, Basil, because Joey Lynch is phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal.
I've been on this Joey Lynch hype train for a bit.
Yeah, dude. I'm glad he's a regular. Like this is becoming a regular thing.
Very happy that he's becoming a regular.
I'm psyched about that. That's cool. Travis Titan, he's a Black and Brave guy.
Yes.
And he did one of the bigger showcases for Fight for the Future, which has kind of died a slow death in a way.
It's very slow death.
My baby, my Fight for the Future baby, when you can't feed your baby any food, it dies. And that's what happened.
But Travis Titan was also personally recommended by Seth Rollins.
Yes, I mean he's part of the school. Him and Merrick trained. Travis is one of their star trainees. So I like Travis. He's solid. He's very solid. He's young, but he's solid. He conducts himself well. I'm very excited for this match for sure. Yeah, he cuts a decent promo too. He's not bad. Joey's a little quiet, but Travis is not a bad promo actually.
Joey cut a pretty decent promo last show though.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. He's got a guy. He's a stone face, so like it's like I want to bring him out of him a little more. I really want to produce Joey Lynch next time I can because I really think I can get some cool stuff out of him. But let's keep moving up the card here. This is a featured match: Myron Reed, Hakeem Zayn. This is a result of the truth storyline, the build up to that. The invasion, the invasion from within, essentially with Hakeem and Karam, sorry, Nate yells at me. Karam. And I believe Karam will be in the corner of Hakeem Zayn on this one because they are doing this, this taking their spot together. So this is a result because they attacked Myron and they attacked Paco it was revealed that Hakeem was the man behind the mask. So this one, Basil, if you've seen, we've invested a lot into because we've aired those promos he's got. There's been a Hakeem promo every week leading up to this.
There has been.
And one thing that gets me is that online, man, the hype train for Hakeem, and there's a hashtag, literally, hashtag give Rohit the mic. Like that's literally the hashtag going around because Impact fans have jumped on the Truth promos that he did and are like, how the fuck is this guy so good on the mic and does not get time on the mic anywhere on TV where he's on TV?
So, and I'm not a fan of this TV gimmick, and that's all I'll say.
I like because I'm a Desi descent, so I gotta like it. No, I like because it's just fun to me, but I think he
can do so much more.
He's so much more. He's being squandered.
He does well with the gimmick, but he can do so much more.
100%. He's so good at like when he's in solo matches. Look at him. He shines. Fucking shines, man. So
he shines like the sun. What was it? Oh man!
Wait, my mother called me son because I shine
like one. That's what it was.
Such a good line. It was awesome. That was a good one. I like it. Got over to it. I was happy that people were like, "Oh shit!" But Myron's jumping on this one. This is gonna be a banger because I think they have another match. Is it this weekend or the weekend after our show that they're having a cage match somewhere?
Oh yeah, that's at Glory Pro. That's the week before.
The week before. Okay,
the Sunday before.
That's this coming weekend. Okay, so they are gonna get a little warm up, and it's a cage match. But the whole thing now with indies, Basil, because a lot of the guys are pretty much wrestling everywhere. The idea is it's how you feature them and how differently we could feature them than Glory Pro, than Beyond, than this guy and that guy. So in our house, there's a whole different story for him and Myron. So come see our story is the idea. That's the idea. We're selling you our story. Come see that. So, and we have a whole different one.
And I think that's like the great thing about independent wrestling is very similar that Hakeem has done in AAW, where Myron was doing something similar in MLW, where he was the attacker.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just everybody gets to play different things, and that's the point of the independence. The independence is not a fine-tooth comb. Like the independence is where you play all these different roles and you see what works best for you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the idea, right? Like it's different crowds, different locations, different buildings, like everything. That's one of the unique things about wrestling is that even the goddamn venue can make or break a character sometimes. That's like the actual building itself can sometimes make or break a guy depending on how he looks in it. It's so interesting. That's like one of the weird nuances of pro wrestling is like, man, like, and that's one thing I've heard some people say like WWE, right? Because they set up the arena the same way no matter what town it is. You can interchange the look of the building. And it's like there's no individuality to the building anymore. You can say we're in Allstate Arena or here, blah, 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 but it's like the look is the same. Interesting thing about independent wrestling is like every venue looks so different. So different. Like, even it's
GCW just ran this awesome building in LA, and it was gorgeous. Like this is really like high ceilings with artwork and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I get a lot of people who talk to me like when I shoot Logan Square Auditorium, people's like, man, I really want to shoot that building. That building looks awesome. Or when I did Polaris Royale.
Oh, Palace Royale.
Yeah, Palace Royale. Like people were loving that ceiling.
Oh my God. I love that fucking building, man. That building was so cool.
It's just character that it adds to the show. It doesn't take away from the show. It's just something different to see.
Yeah, that's the idea. It's just a different look, and that's cool. So good, man. So yeah, come see these two in our house and see how we present them. But now, this next one is a really built-in feud, man.
Well, this is one that was supposed to happen at the last show,
right? And this has been going for a while. This is a very deep-rooted feud. This is going to be Eddie Kingston and Curt Stallion, former members of wrestling. This is a boil over, man. This is what you get to, and it didn't happen at the last one for various reasons, but yeah, we're not gonna get into that. But they're here now. They're here now, and Curt Stallion's ready to kill Eddie Kingston, and vice versa.
Look at how nice Curt looks, though.
Curt, is that one of yours?
Yeah, that was Milwaukee.
He looks like a desperado in that one.
Like, that was Milwaukee. I remember.
He looks like he's 42 years old, the grizzled veteran. He's been through it all. He beat Jack Briscoe for the NWA title in 1980. Like he has that look on him right there. He looks very, very like veteran in that picture.
It'll be good to see Curt. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen him.
Yeah, for real, man. I'm not gonna get to see the guy, so that's yeah. Curt's always a pleasure, man. Curt's always like smile, hug, happy to see you. He's a good old boy, good old Texas boy.
Good old Texas boy.
Yeah, so Eddie.
Anything interesting that happened from Texas today?
Texas.
Anybody from Texas said anything interesting?
I don't know. I mean, God, I have no idea. Texas. What's going on in Texas?
The show goes on. All right.
Like I should be the king of knowing things like this.
The king. It's like that
Texas.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I just feel like listening to some Lupe Fiasco lately.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but that might be a letdown. Might be not what you expected it to be, after all. But anyway, Texas. Who knows? Yeah, I'm going.
Texas.
We're going to Texas for Hard to Kill. We're going to Texas in January for Hard to Kill. So.
Yo, I'm so out of it right now. I was like, wait, AAW has a show in Texas? What the fuck?
Oh, idiots!
I know.
We're not doing that again for a long time.
No.
Thanks a lot, Austin. No,
I'm good.
Food was great though. God damn. Man. I love that town.
Yo, we're gonna have time. We're gonna get food in Dallas though.
For sure.
This is the first time that like I'm going on a wrestling trip and I have time.
Yeah, we got time. Friday night, we got Friday for sure.
Yeah, Friday we get into town at 11 o'clock.
Oh, whatever. We'll go late dinner, man. And then Saturday we only got to do stuff for a little bit, and then the night's ours. And then fuck, man, Sunday's pay-per-view. So we're good. But yeah, anybody going to Hard to Kill, let us know. We're going to be down there. All of us. Me, you, Nate, Nurse Nicole, we're all going. All right. We got to book that Airbnb, man. We got to get on that. Shit. We got to get on the Dayton and Detroit. We got a lot to. We're sidebarring here, guys.
That's what we do. That's what
right.
I mean, it's the sidebar podcast, sidebar show.
We should start a sidebar show called the Sidebar Podcast.
Sidebar Boys.
The Sidebar Boys. The SBB in the house, Sidebar Boys. Here's a show where we give you a list of topics we're going to talk about, and then don't talk about any of them. Talk about related shit only.
Shiny. What's that over there?
Like we start off the Sidebar Podcast with a list of topics, but then don't discuss any of those topics.
Discuss any of them. That's the good one.
All right, guys, we're talking about Unstoppable. But before we talk about Unstoppable, how about these
watch
burritos?
WrestleMania 3 with Hope? This is all interruptions.
What is happening? All right, next match. I'll let you set this one up.
Yeah. MDK all fucking day.
Nick Gage. Murder, death, kill?
Murder, death, kill.
Is that really what it means?
Yeah. It's just good old Christian boy shit.
Shit. All right, go ahead. Talk about it.
Nick Gage has answered the call to unmask Good Brother number 3.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I don't know. And
never said hi to anybody?
And you know what? I got heat with people because everyone keeps saying that it's Mance Warner, and it looks nothing like Mance Warner because Mance Warner doesn't wear a mask, and Good Brother number 3 wears a mask. So I don't know how they can be the same.
Mance is in South America.
Like it's science. It's
Mance
literal
is in South
science.
America. Mance is in Machu Picchu in South America right now on a vacation. So that's not Mance. Who is Good Brother number 3? I don't know who he is.
I don't know.
Nick Gage answering the call of Jimmy Jacobs, the bounty. How much is the bounty? Did they say how much?
$10,000.
10 grand.
It's like a year's worth of indie bookings.
That's being generous. That's being very generous. Jesus. Shit. 10 grand, Jimmy Jacobs. He must have some of that little extra money left over.
Yeah, he got that. He worked in the E system for a bit.
About the severance package, dog. Shit.
That's an unprofessional package.
He is putting up his unprofessional package. Oh God, that sounds so weird.
Jesus Christ.
Jimmy Jacobs and his unprofessional package is what's on the line if you can unmask it.
Oh my God.
But no, I'm not talking about his package. I'm not.
And then we have the AAW Tag Team Championship match. We have the besties in the world up against the Rascals, but it's not the same. It's not the normal Zach and Dez.
No,
we got
it's not.
Zach and Trey.
I'll tell you, Bubba, it's Zach and
What the fuck? Did you start smoking weed and not tell me?
No, I just went into an Iron Sheik for no reason. I'll tell you, Bubba, it's not the Rascals. Okay, sorry. No Dez. Where the fuck is Dez? Let's just get to that right there. Where the hell is Dez?
I don't know him. Do I look like him as manager?
No, but I think
What's wrong with Trey, babe?
I knew he got a fresh haircut today. He's showing that off online. I don't know why. I know.
I'm interested. I'm interested to see Trey and Zach as a
Trey and Zach normally don't team. You're right. It's interesting. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
So I'm actually excited to see it.
against the Besties. Tag team championships. This will be interesting. Okay. I feel like I haven't seen the Besties in forever either, man. Shit.
They were in the last show.
Damn, dude. Yeah.
Fucking it's just our last show was like 8 months ago.
Dude, last show was a long time ago. God damn. Feels like forever. We should have had October. It just kills me we didn't do it. We did not take that October. We did not take advantage of October. It was a hot month here, man. I think people had a lot of money to spend in October because come November, they start saving money for Christmas. October, everybody's like, fuck it. How many shows are coming here? Fuck it. Just buy tickets to everything.
I know, dude. We're running literally after WWE does 4 shows. AEW is running a show. And it's just like and then it's after Black Friday.
Oh my God, it is. I'm missing Thanksgiving. I'm missing all this, man. But I'll be in a cool place.
You'll be I want to see you take a selfie on top of a pyramid. If not, it doesn't count.
On top of pyramid? I'm going to Egypt, by the way, folks who are listening. But on top? No, I want to take a selfie with the Sphinx. That's for sure.
No, on top. Okay, on top of the Sphinx.
You can't go on top of the Sphinx. You'll get banned from the country.
Why?
You can't climb a fucking historical
What's the point of having big-ass, awesome lions if you can't even fucking climb on top of it?
They should allow Sphinx rides where you get on its back.
Exactly. And they should be they can make it mechanical and then have it like go up and down like a lowrider.
This is a historical monument.
Can you imagine? And then smoke coming out of the nose and shit like Dragon Zord and
2120, you watch. They're gonna have the Sphinx. It's gonna have fucking smoke. Like ride the fucking Sphinx. Shit.
Hydraulics and smoke.
That's crazy, dude. Crazy.
Oh, yeah, dude. That would make so much money.
I'm psyched. I am gonna try. I told the guys at TNI, the Total Nonstop Impact podcast, that I'm gonna try, depending because of the time difference. I'm gonna try to pop in for the weekly review from Egypt if I can, just for like a few minutes.
What's the time difference?
I think it's like 8 hours. So it's like they'd have to start right on fucking time.
They would have to start at like midnight.
Yeah.
For you to realistically wake up.
Yeah, like I'd have to time it really well, but it'd be interesting. So it's 5:55 there right now. That's 9 hours. Holy shit. Right? Yeah. 9 hours. That's not too bad. I mean, I can work that out. You know what's funny though, is that Impact just announced a TV deal in Africa today. And I was like, damn, but it doesn't start till January. I'm like, Egypt's in Africa. I would have been there and could have watched next week's show and like live.
You would not be watching wrestling while freaking Egypt.
My family's like, there's fucking historical monuments out there. I'm like, guys,
Impact is on.
Throw back, throw down.
even your dad goes, but it was taped. I need to watch
it. I do want to start doing a podcast with my dad. I really do.
See if you can get Twitch over in Egypt.
Yeah, you probably can.
Yeah, see, and then just watch it on your phone.
That's right. I love the Twitch option. It's awesome. All right. Keep going.
Just wake up at what, like 4 a.m?
Fuck it. That'd be awesome. Awesome. All right. What else we got here?
We got AAW Women's Championship match. We got Jessica Havoc defending up against Chris Statlander, who's been making headlines.
She's getting very popular lately. Very, very popular. She's putting in banger-ass matches. Nate came over, and we watched the Turning Point and Overdrive a couple weeks ago, and we put on the last show where it was Statlander and Sammy. Holy fuck, that was a good match.
Yes, it was
so good. I didn't get to see it because I was like, I'm all over the place, but man, that was a good match.
See, like how you were doing that, like imagine that 10 times worse for me at AEW.
I can imagine, man. That was busy. I barely get to watch shows now, guys. So I know what you were feeling for sure. But that's gonna be fun, man. Statlander's on fire, dude. She's killing it. Jess has a renewed energy after being on TV and like just fine-tuning this character week to week now. Like both of them are firing on all cylinders. I think they're doing pretty good. I would love to have Jess and Sue in an AEW ring. That'd be cool.
But Susie.
Hi, I'm Susie.
That's so creepy. It's so creepy.
I just love Jake's response to it, where he's like, "Why is this creepier than before?"
No, how is she hotter?
Yeah, she's hot now, bro. Like she
She's
is.
hot. She's hot now.
Dude, yeah, she's like. It's funny. I remember one time, she was at AAW. Like she,
Oh, I know what story you're about to talk about.
like
Go, go, go,
I
go.
was talking to her. Like she was standing there. Like Brian was there, and like she's like, "Hey," and he's like, "Hi," and she's like, "Hey, how are you?" And he's like, "Fine," and like wouldn't like look at her, and then like basically was blowing her off, and then like an hour later, like, dude, I just realized something. That was fucking Sue Young that I was ignoring. I was like, yeah, dude. He's like, dude, I didn't recognize her with her fucking shit on. And I was like, why do you think she was being nice to you? He's like, I thought she was just like I thought she was somebody's girlfriend who was here. I'm like, that was Sue. She's hot. It was funny though. I always laugh at that one. But I'd love to have Sue and Jess in our ring. That'd be cool. I feel like we can really tear it up at Logan with those two.
Yeah.
All right, main event. This is cool, huh? Look at this main event as a result of the win, the big gauntlet win for AC Baby and Josh Alexander title match, world title, heavyweight title, not world.
I just want to see what's going on with Josh though.
What do you mean? Oh, the torn bicep, right?
Yeah, he tore it at Revolver.
Shit, that's a pretty. How bad is the torn bicep? I don't know. Like, is it you need to be out for a long time, or you got to rehab for a while? Like, what's involved in rehabbing a torn bicep? I don't even know. Anybody thoughts? I think I lost Basil again, but a torn bicep, I imagine, is not
It
easy.
cut out again. Hold on. Yeah,
That's fine. I kept talking.
It cut out. Hold on.
I kept
Can you hear
talking.
me?
Yeah, you're good. You're good, man. I can hear you. You're definitely good. I can definitely hear you.
This is so annoying. I'm sorry, guys.
I think you're still recording, which is the best part. But the best part is, I think all of your voice that's supposedly cutting out.
This is highly annoying.
It is, but I can still hear you. You still can't hear me. But as far as rehabbing
I'm still recording. It still says recording, but I don't know if it's picking up anything. Can you hear me?
Yes, I sure can. But I don't think you can hear me. But rehabbing a torn bicep.
It's breaking up. I don't know why this can.
He skims so much. Yo, what's up, Basil?
I don't know why it just says. Yo, are you typing yes?
Yeah, that's me. I told
you.
Okay. I'm answering you.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now? You're back?
Yeah. Okay. So what were you saying about Josh and
I was saying, like, I don't know how much rehab is involved in a torn bicep. I can imagine that's got to be a tough. That sounds heavy, like really bad. You know, like rehab a torn bicep.
It can't be that great.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm curious what Josh is able to do. We'll find out, man. We'll find out. But let's not beat up your internet too much more, Basil. Let's start. Let's start wrapping. You're tired. I'm
sorry. I don't know what's going on.
All right, maybe you need to restart your modem. We'll be good. But listen, we were gonna make it a short anyway. We're gonna make it short anyway. Basil's been on the road. He's beat. We just wanted to pop in here because we are inching closer to 52. 52, not exactly 52.
I'm gonna do 52 while you're in Egypt.
No, you better not. I'll fucking shoot you. I will hang you from a pyramid. No. We have been doing this for more than 52 weeks, but because of yaps, we don't have 52
wrestling
seconds.
life.
Yeah, it happens. But when we get to the 52nd episode, we're going to consider it a year. It's a year's worth, and we're going to celebrate that. So we'll try to have a supercast with that one. Nate will be on,
it'll probably be after Unstoppable.
Yeah, after Unstoppable, because I'm out of town until the 4th.
So we'll do it after Unstoppable, and by then it will probably be after. When do you get back?
I get back Wednesday the 4th. So we can do it like the same thing, like the Thursday, the 5th, man, or that weekend, that Sunday, whatever it is. We'll break it down that weekend.
Okay. So we'll probably do it. You'll probably be really tired and stuff, and then I still have one more week of AEW, so we can talk about everything afterwards.
We'll wrap the whole thing up. We'll line up Nate to be on too because he was with you at these shows.
Stupid internet.
Internet. All right, we'll wrap it all up here. We're
gonna need to end this.
Yes. Let's do that. Let's quick plug, Basil. Where can they find you? Oh, he can't hear me.
Hello?
I'll plug Basil's stuff for him.
I completely cannot hear Trent now.
That's all right. I'm gonna plug your shit for you because we're gonna. You can follow him on Twitter at BZ. That's B2Es 4Zs and a Y, or BasilMahmood.com. And you can find
me.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I heard. I heard you made my plug, so it's all good.
I'm doing your plug.
Finish it out. Finish it out.
All right. Then you can connect with me, guys, at Vanilla Joke on Instagram, Twitter, or HEMI Music, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Also, the show. Don't forget to connect with the show at the BSB Show on Instagram. Oh, I'm sorry, Twitter, Facebook, and is the Instagram ready yet? It's been forever, Basil. What the fuck?
I just worked for AEW, man.
Oh shit. Okay. So when can we expect Instagram? Next week it is for the Instagram. We're almost there. Maybe 52nd a week we'll get one. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for us. Definitely connect with us on all the social medias. This episode 51 will be up. Share it around iTunes, everywhere. Wherever podcasts are found, this podcast can be found on it. Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, and Spotify. Rate, review, subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell somebody. Connect with us. Let them know what we're doing over here. If you're an AAW fan, get a hold of us. If you are a fan of Chicago Indies, you live in Chicago, tell us, connect with us, whatever the fuck. We'd love to hear from you guys. Anyway, Basil.
Hi.
Are we done?
We're done.
We're done. We'll talk to you guys.
Sorry, and then really quick, sorry for all the issues with today.
All right, things happen. Let's let people comment and tell us how upset they are about it. Feedback. All right, guys. We'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
Bye.